Kate from New Jersey. It's the SNL Nerds, the show where two comics from New Jersey nerd out about Saturday Night Live. I'm your co-host, Darren Patterson.
And I'm your co-host, John Trumbull.
Trumbull, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you been? Good week for you? Good, decent week? Staying busy?
Decent. It's definitely, lots happened.
Okay,
Lots happening.
To you personally, or just like to the world being on fire?
I mean, yeah, like look, the world's been on fire for the past, for a while now, but it feels, the flames feel especially hot this past week.
That's a good way to put it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The flames are particularly flamey.
Yeah, like it's hotter than normal. It's like when you go down south to like Louisiana or Florida. It's like Florida's always hot and muggy, but then there's some days where it's even too hot and muggy for Florida. That's what this week felt like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Very eventful week. A lot of SNL news to cover. A lot of like just news to cover in general, like from the world of late night. I mean, I guess we should at least mention the elephant in the room was the whole Jimmy Kimmel of it all. That out of nowhere. That's just so much bullshit.
It really is. Like
I mean, they call it an indefinite suspension, which, from what I've read, it just seems to be like they are looking for a loophole in his contract or something, so they can actually officially cancel him.
It
doesn't. From what I've seen and read, it doesn't sound deserved at all because he wasn't making jokes about Charlie Kirk. He was making jokes about how Trump was reacting to the Charlie Kirk thing.
Yeah, I pulled up the joke about what he actually said. So this, according to AOL.com, he said, "We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." And that's it.
Yeah. And then he also showed a clip of Trump like being asked about like, reporters saying like, "Oh, we're sorry for the death of your friend. How are you holding up?" And then like Trump like immediately goes off on this tangent, as he often does, about the new ballroom he's trying to build on the White House.
Yeah, and it's just like...
And he's just like, "Oh, isn't this incredible? They couldn't do this." And, it's like, you were asked about mourning somebody who's supposedly your friend.
Yeah, and it's just insane that like this happened. And I don't know, like all the comedians who are like freedom of speech, you can, freedom of speech, justice. A lot of them are kind of quiet on this right now, and it's just it's very telling. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I mean, I would never say that Charlie Kirk deserved to be shot and killed.
No, not absolutely. Not.
But I think it is. I mean, that's a horrible thing, but it's also true that Charlie Kirk was a massive piece of crap.
Yeah. The two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah. So, and just seeing the shit he said be so whitewashed in the media, like I don't have like terrestrial TV anymore, so I'm in like a bit of a bubble. I've been a little shielded from that, but I mean, just the man said stuff like, "Oh yeah, the Martin Luther King was not a good guy, and the Civil Rights Act never should have happened." And
it's just like straight up. I don't know. I mean, I don't want this to become like a political podcast or anything like that, because people listen to us to escape the madness of the world. But yeah, it is.
They do, but I mean, and we actually like I took a look at our Apple Podcast reviews this week, and somebody was like criticizing. It was like, "Oh, they insert their own political opinions," and it's like, well, look. We discuss a show that is to some degree about politics and comments on politics. So it'd be almost impossible to review SNL without hitting on politics.
Yeah. I mean, the two go hand in hand. Like, kind of like, I mean, people look to SNL for like their take on the hot new political, topics of the day. They've been doing that since the Ford administration in the 70s. But like
yes,
but part of me is like, this feels different. I don't like.
Yeah.
Will SNL go hard on this administration after this happened? Like, I don't think they. I mean,
our friend Dennis Perkins, he had a really good piece on Late Nighter talking about this, where he was like, the two timelines, like, here are the two possibilities. Like, Lauren could try to, play it safe, play middle of the road, and give avenues to more right-wing people in a futile attempt to appeal to that audience, or he could go like really hard against it. And
yeah,
I don't have high hopes for that because, Lauren's 80, the show's 50.
Yeah, and so I remember like last season you mentioned like how it seemed like the show really wasn't doing, digging into what Trump and what a not great person he is. So like so after this, I don't even I think they're definitely I don't think they're gonna like rise.
Yeah, I don't know if SNL is gonna meet the moment.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be the rebel type of thing that they should be. Mm-hmm. I think it's like before they treated it with kid gloves. Now I think it's going to be like infant gloves, like even smaller gloves.
It's like, ow, those infant gloves are hitting too hard. Oh.
Like Trump-sized gloves.
Stop throwing cotton balls at me.
So, I mean, I love to be proven wrong. I love to see them say and do something like South Park does, where they really hammer at him. But like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to happen, but like, who knows? I could be wrong.
They could surprise us. It's always possible. I mean, they surprised us with the cast departures and the cast additions. Oof. And look, I'd say the show is doing something right. They did win another Emmy for the 50th anniversary special, which aired back in February. So.
Yeah, they kind of did well at the Emmys. We got to see that little the cold open for the Emmys when Bargatze hosted, and they kind of reprised their Washington's Dream sketch, but they made it fit the history of television.
Yeah, so I assume Mikey and Streeter had a hand in writing that.
Yeah, they must have.
Yeah,
it's kind of their.
It just so seems their style, and I know they were responsible for the Washington Dream sketches.
So. Yeah. So we got to see Bowen and JAJ and Mikey a little bit during the Emmys. Like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So let's see. It says here, I got a story on NBC.com. The anniversary special took home 8 Emmys overall. Variety special live, writing for a variety special, picture editing for variety programming, for the segment physical comedy, hairstyling for variety nonfiction or reality program, sound mixing for variety series or special, technical direction and camera work for a special, makeup for a variety nonfiction or reality program, and directing for a variety special. And there's a little of Lorne Michaels' speech here in the article. He says, "When I won this award for the first time 50 years ago in 1975, I was younger. And I had a lot of dreams about what would happen in my life. Not one of those dreams was that I'd be doing the same shoe for the next 50 years. However, here we are. I want to thank NBC and Comcast for their support. The show was 2 years in the planning, and they said, we don't care what it costs as long as it's good. Maybe they didn't say that. Maybe that's the way I heard it. Anyway, I want to thank the Academy for continuing to keep the word television in their name. As long as it's in there, we'll keep showing up."
That's a fantastic Ed Sullivan impression. I don't know how you do it.
Thank you. I should just say I still have not watched the full Emmys ceremony, so I have no idea what Lauren's actual delivery on that was. So I may not have even been in the ballpark.
You're not far off.
Thank you.
But yeah, congrats to SNL. Congrats to a friend of the show, Andrea Persigliati, who production designer on the show. We saw, if you follow her on Instagram, you can see her pictures of the ceremony, and continued success.
The show also won in 3 of the 7 categories it was nominated for: lighting design, lighting direction for a series, production design for a variety of reality series, and technical direction and camera work for a series. I mean, let's face it, SNL's technical crew, second to none. So,
very true.
Well deserved.
Very true. Hear, hear.
Yeah. So that's, that's a good amount of SNL news for any one week. But There's more.
Oh my God, there's more?
There's more. They announced their first three, their hosts and their musical guests for the first 3 shows of the season. So,
yeah.
Should we talk about that? Maybe
let's talk about it.
That's a crazy idea, but it might just work.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. What the heck?
Okay. All right. So, you want to start?
I'll start it off. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, show comes back October 4th. Just a few weeks away. The premiere of season 51. We got hosting Mr. Bad Bunny and musical guest Doja Cat. Bad Bunny, he hosted and musical guested back in October of 2023. He was a musical guest.
Oh, those innocent days.
Remember those days?
The Biden administration? Good times.
And then he was a musical guest back in February 2021 with Reggae John Page as the host. And in May 2025 with host Scarlett Johansson. Wow,
I've heard of her. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. On the season 50 finale. Of course.
Right. And he also had a thing on the 50th anniversary special, as I recall.
Yeah. So it seems like he's like slowly becoming like a friend of the show. Like
I'd say he's at friend of the show status at this point.
Yeah.
I think they obviously like the guy. That's why they keep asking him back. And
he seems like. Yeah. So I know you weren't too cool on him hosting last time. I don't know. What are your thoughts on him hosting the premiere?
Pretty much the same as a host. I just didn't think he was very funny, and I think the language barrier was a bit of a problem. So, I wasn't too impressed with his first hosting gig. So I'm not too excited to hear that he's coming back to host. So
I know he's done a little bit more acting since then. Like he recently was in the new Darren Aronofsky film that came out a few weeks ago. So like,
okay, all right,
yeah, like him and Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz. So
yes, I've seen the trailers for that.
Yeah, he's in that for a bit. So yeah, like maybe his acting chops has sharpened a little bit. A part of me is a little concerned because this is the premiere episode, and like the first show after any long break for SNL is usually not the best. So to have that show and have Bad Bunny hosted, who is a friend of the show and people like him. He's very popular. He sells out arenas and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like Lauren like very consciously made like a choice of like, let's get this super popular person in here who's not really controversial or offensive.
He did say he was kind of in the news recently for something, I guess, somewhat controversial, just because he's going on tour now promoting his new album, but he's not touring in the States. And when I think somebody asked him about that, he did say, like my main concern is that, ICE agents might be outside my shows and, swooping up my people or my staff or crew. So that's why.
I didn't know he'd said that, but that honestly sounds like a valid concern in this.
Yeah, no, it is a very valid concern, but you can see some people just take that and just, put in their own narrative on it and, take it in a negative light. So so because of ICE agents, he's not touring in the States. So like he might make some, comments about that in his monologue or maybe in a sketch. So
that would be interesting to see. Yeah.
It'll be interesting. And Doja Cat, I know somewhat. I know she's like a R&B rapper, singer. I'm not too familiar with her work, so I don't. Yeah,
I've heard her name. That's about it. But yeah, I generally try to just discover the people on the show. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'll be introduced to Doja Cat. So
yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Then October 11th. We got the beloved SNL alum Amy Poehler coming back to host with musical guest Role Model.
Well, now I'm excited just because Amy Poehler. She's wonderful. She's a delight. I mean, I think if you dislike Amy Poehler, I think it has to count as a character flaw.
Yeah, that speaks ill of you if you don't like Amy Poehler. It's like
that's a failure on your part.
Yeah, it's like somebody saying you don't like the Cyndi Lauper song "Time After Time." Like everybody loves that song. What's wrong with you?
I actually don't like that song,
motherfucker.
So that's a bad metaphor for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final episode of SNL Nerds. I can't.
I like other Cyndi Lauper songs, but I've always thought "Time After Time" was just a fucking dirge.
Wow, this is how I find out. This is how I find out.
No, that comes on the radio station on the rare occasions I still listen to the radio. I am changing the channel. I do not like to hear that song.
Fix your heart, John Trumbull. Fix your heart.
I'm not a big ballad guy.
So that's why.
I have to be in the right mood to hear a ballad, you know.
So you don't like ballads in general. Like "Listen to Your Heart" by Roxette or something like that, or is that who did it? "Listen to Your Heart."
I think so. I think so. Yeah, but I have to be. I'm not going to say I dislike all ballads because that's too big and too sweeping of a statement. But
a majority of ballads.
A majority of ballads. A ballad has an uphill battle with me. I'll put it that way.
Okay. All right. That's the problem. There we go.
You know, like you can do good ballads. There are ballads I like that I enjoy.
Trying to think.
Don't ask me to make a list right now, but it's happened.
"Alone" by Heart. How about that?
How Do I Get You Alone?
Yeah. The Search is Over by Survivor.
How's that go?
The search is over. You were with me all the while. I was living for a dream. I won't sing anymore because we have.
I only vaguely know that song. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Amy Poehler. Back to that.
Amy Poehler. You know, she's. I mean, if I had to pick a Cyndi Lauper song that she was equivalent to, I would perhaps say "Girls Just Want to Have Fun."
Yes, that's all she really wants. And surprisingly enough, this is only the third time she's hosted. She hosted.
Yes, yeah, I was surprised to read that.
Yeah, she hosted. Her first time was back in 2010 with Katy Perry, and then she co-hosted back in 2015 with Tina Fey, and of course that was the episode that gave us the Meet Your Second Wife, which to this day I still think is a perfect sketch.
Classic sketch. I go back and rewatch that every year or two.
It's perfect. No notes.
A delight.
It's 10 out of 10. It's the gold standard. Boom.
It's terrific, and everyone in it is terrific.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe Tina Fey will pop in and do a cameo, and the two of them will do some stuff.
Well, I mean, that would be fun. I don't know if we necessarily need that, but It's always nice to see Tina Fey and Tina and Amy together. But I think it's also fun to see Amy Poehler solo. Have you listened to her current podcast, Good Hang, at all?
Yes, I have. It's I enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. And she's had a few SNL people on there. She had Andy Samberg on there recently. She recently did an episode with Audrey Plaza, which was great.
She'll have a few of the Parks and Rec alum on there, like the Adam Scott episode. I liked quite a bit.
Watch that one, yeah.
What else was there? There was a couple others that I liked. Catherine Hahn, that was a great one.
I don't think I watched that one. Yeah,
that's a good one too. I would give that a watch. And then she has other people that you wouldn't expect her to kind of be in, have a connection with. Like Idris Elba was on it, Selena Gomez, Renee Rapp. I think the Jonas Brothers. It's a good time. It's a good hang.
It is. It's well named, her podcast. Also, Role Model, the musical guest. Don't really know Role Model. I believe that's their first time on SNL.
Yeah, I've never heard of them at all. I gave their stuff a listen, and it sounds it kind of sounds like indie pop rock, but mixed in. But there's some country and folk mixed in. It kind of sounds like country music for hipsters. That's the best way I can explain it.
They had a recent Billboard #1 hit, "Sally When the Wine Runs Out," which I do not think I've heard.
Okay. So. The only Sally I know is Mustang Sally, so I'm lost.
Well, but she better slow that Mustang down.
Yeah, right? Right, Sally, right.
So, and for episode 3 of the season, we've got Sabrina Carpenter doing double duty as the host and the musical guest.
Somebody else who's seems to be ingratiating themselves into the SNL family.
Mm-hmm.
First time she was on was last year on the Jake Gyllenhaal episode when she was
season
a musical
49
guest.
finale, like May 2024. Yeah.
Yep. And so now she's coming back to host and musical guest. I'm interested in this one too because like she's somebody who's the it girl in pop right now. She's
Mm-hmm.
she's so hot. She's blowing up. She's everywhere.
Yes.
She's doing everything.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what she could bring because she also has an acting background. Like she's a Disney kid. She was in that show Girl Meets World, which is like the spinoff of Boy Meets World. So she does.
Geez, I'd forgotten that.
Remember that? Remember Girl Meets World?
I know that they made a Girl Meets World spinoff, but I was just a shade too old to get into Boy Meets World when it was on. So it's like a show I was aware of, but never really watched.
Yeah, I think when Boy Meets World came on, I was like about to go into college, and I was like, "That's for kids. Yeah. I'm a grown up. I don't watch."
Yeah, that. I was like a grown ass man. I was like. I was paying power bills by the time Boy Meets World was on, I think.
Yes.
So.
Finish paying these power bills. Now it's time to unwind with Boy Meets World.
Right. No, it just doesn't work,
Yeah, that seems weird.
And nothing against Boy Meets World. I know it's a beloved show and all that. I just I've seen like maybe 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I'm about the same way. I know of it. I know. I think Adam Scott was on that for a bit too. That was like a little.
Yeah, I watched one of those. I think it's a variety or one of those videos where actors like they go through and they watch scenes from their old work, and with Adam Scott he watched Boy Meets World, and he played like a couple parts on there. He played like a bully guy on there, and he's watching the scenes, and then he just is like, oh, this is what I remember about doing that show. And
yeah, like I think he said he modeled his haircut after like Ethan Hawke at the time because he was like the cool bad boy of the era.
Sure.
So, like just wearing flannel and hair in your eyes, like whatever, man. You can't teach me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Sabrina Carpenter. I'm looking for. So the fact that she had this Disney background, she has acting chops. She's proven she can be kind of funny, intelligent.
I remember her in the Scooby Doo parody.
Yes.
Thing
yeah.
She played Daphne in that, and I thought she was good, and she looked right in the role. She had a big hit this summer with that Man-Child song, which I thought was a real catchy song.
Oh, look at you listening to the new music that the kids are all bopping.
Yeah, I think I'd like to watch the video once, but I was like, oh yeah, that's a good song. I should rewatch this sometime. Haven't watched it since, but
but yeah. So like I feel like this might be something I discovered, like, oh, she's funny, like the same way I found like what Ariana Grande hosted, and I thought she was really good. It's like, oh, Ariana Grande is pretty funny. I feel like this might be that where I discovered that Sabrina Carpenter is funny. So
you're the
just
one.
me. Just me. I'm the target demographic. Yes.
Got it.
So like I'm curious to see how this will come off. I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that'll be a fun one. So, yeah, I think, obviously most interested in the Amy Poehler episode because she's a beloved alum. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll be pleasantly surprised, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see how this pops off.
Yeah. So, this week we decided, you suggested, since it's like, back to school time where people go back to school, let's watch a movie about going back to school. And I immediately said, oh, you mean like Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield and Robert Downey Jr., who was also on SNL. And you said, no, we should not do that.
I said, no.
Yeah.
No. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Darren's got this weird grudge against Rodney Dangerfield. I don't know what it is Rodney did to him.
He knows.
But there's some bad blood there.
That's right.
It was all he could do to keep it contained during our Caddyshack episode. But,
he gets my dander up. He does.
Blood is boiling. Oh. Anyway, so he was like, we should not do Back to School for that reason. We should do another movie about going back to school. And the movie, in case you haven't read the title of this podcast you're listening to, is 2002's Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County came out January 11th, 2002, a lifetime ago.
It really so long ago.
Oof.
I think of this as like a relatively recent movie, but no, it is 23 freaking years old.
Yeah, like this
That's
is
crazy pants.
Yeah, this like anybody born when this movie came out is like a grown adult at this point.
They can legally drink now. Yeah,
they can legally drink now.
A kid could have been conceived during this movie
in the theater.
In the theater, yeah, like maybe they just snuck to the back row, and well, things happen.
Yeah,
and then that kid was born, and that kid is now like going out to bars and just drinking themselves into oblivion.
That's right. Circle of life.
Get your life together, hypothetical kid that I just made up.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Go get some treatment.
Drinking your life away? You got a problem, man. You got a problem. Hey, man, we're here to help, bro.
We're here to help. This podcast has actually been an 8-year-long intervention.
Yeah. I mean, you're throwing the bottle's not the way, man. Hey, man, we love you, man. Look, your mom's on the phone. She wants to call. Yeah, we care.
Yeah.
She has some words of wisdom for you. Take this, Bible, read it through. It'll change your life, bro. Namaste. Orange County.
Where were we? Yeah, Orange County.
Directed by Jake Kasdan, who directed Zero Effect, the last two Jumanji movies with The Rock and Jack Black.
Yeah. And Colin Hanks.
And Colin, he was in both of those too?
I think he was. Yeah, that's what I think I read in the trivia thing. I only saw, I think, the first one of those, the Jumanji revival. Yeah, he was like a pilot. He was like an old-timey pilot who was trapped in the Jumanji game world, I think.
Oh, wowzers. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, and of course...
he was in it, but he didn't have scenes with Jack Black because... I don't know. I don't remember much about that movie, honestly.
Yeah, I blanked it. And but Jake Kasdan, the movie that he did do that you do remember, the great, the mighty, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Yes, I do absolutely remember Rock. I almost said Rock Hard. I remember.
That's a different movie, John.
That was a porn parody. Pardon me.
Oh, my. Oh, Lordy.
I do remember Walk Hard. Also, I resent the implication that I do not remember Zero Effect. I remember Zero Effect.
Okay, yes. Zero Effect is good.
I may choose Zero Effect for my next birthday movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love Zero Effect. Zero Effect freaking rocks, man.
Okay. Listeners, you heard it here first. Stay tuned for next year, 2026. Zero Effect. We're doing it.
I'm not going to remember 11 months later.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Listeners, if somebody could remind us in a year that John
set a reminder to me for late July, and it was like, John, you were going to do Zero Effect for your birthday this year. And,
act as our reminders app, listeners. If you could,
I could literally make a reminder to myself on my phone right now. Am I going to? No, probably not.
Yeah. And listeners, if you could, somebody can give me a wake up call around 7 a.m. on Monday because I got work. So if somebody
Darren
could do
has
that,
a lot of trouble getting up in the mornings. He really does.
Be my alarm clock, listeners.
It's an issue. Yeah.
Yeah. And if somebody could pick me up from the airport in about a month, I got.
Okay, now you're really overstepping.
Oh no, are we not?
Yeah,
okay,
no, we're not there yet with our listeners. Yeah, we're not at drive us to the airport.
Can one of the listeners come clean? Yeah, can one of the listeners come clean my house? Can we ask for that? Can somebody wash my car? Can we do that?
Anyway, yeah, so Jake Kasdan had a great directing career. You know, he's Zero Effect, Zoolander, the Jumanji movies.
Yeah, and
as well.
Yeah, and written by Mike White. 1 year before School of Rock, that's the movie that kind of put him on the map, and of course the White Lotus series even put him on the map more mappier.
He was on a map, but he was pinned. It was even a bigger pin in the map.
Yes,
I think. Yeah,
he was all over the map.
So yeah, and we have also covered School of Rock on the podcast recently. I'm looking up which episode number that was.
Okay, now. That was a while ago, and I believe we had a guest on that one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was the one my friend James Strecker.
There we go.
From the Watchtower database was on, and I am scrolling through. That was episode 303, so that was about a year ago. That was 50 weeks ago, my friend.
A chihuahua.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. Okay,
Time flies.
Time flies when you're doing a podcast. Yeah, so the budget on this one was 18 mil, grossed 43 mil, which kind of surprised me because I thought this one was kind of. It seemed
more
like
of a hit.
Yeah, like I know. Actually, I thought this one was more of a miss because I don't remember too many people talking about it that much when it came out. I thought it was kind of under the radar, but it looks like it made some money for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was one of those MTV films, and I think they usually just kind of kept their budgets low. So if one of them happened to hit, great. You know, you're making money. You got a healthy profit margin.
Right. So. Yeah. Like, and of course, the hallmark of any MTV film, something I forgot about when I rewatched this movie, so many needle drops. Like they play a song.
Yeah.
A song every 5 minutes. It's like a James Gunn movie.
Yeah, or it's like a CW show. Like the CW is even worse because like the songs would practically drown out the dialogue on those shows. Yeah, it's like, what did they say? What? Yeah. This is it's kind of made for closed captioning.
Yeah, trying to hear some dialogue over Evanescence or whatever.
Yeah, wake me up inside.
I can't wake up.
Save me.
Oh God.
Anyway, so this movie's you got your Colin Hanks. He's a teenager by the name of Sean Brumder. He lives in Orange County. Hey, that's the title of the film. Wow.
What?
He's a surfer kid. He loves to surf. He like cuts classes to go surfing.
Yeah, and party with his bros, hang out with his main squeeze, just living the life on the beach, brother.
He's got a girlfriend named Ashley, but then suddenly one of his friends dies while they're surfing during a tsunami.
Yeah, I didn't. It gets kind of dark real quick.
Yeah,
I forgot about that part.
So he's sort of out of sorts after that, and he's like, hey, what does it all mean? He finds this book half buried in the sand on the beach, and it's this book called. What was it called? Like Shedding Jackets, something like that?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's something about jackets, or like straight jackets or something like that. Wait, hang on. Okay, there's something on the IMDb trivia about the book. It's called Straight Jackets by a writer named Marcus Skinner, and Sean becomes obsessed with this book. He reads it I think he says 52 times over the course of one summer.
Yeah, it becomes his catcher in the rye almost.
Yeah, it's and so he's like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna shoot one of the Beatles, and then he realizes no,
Jesus,
one of the Beatles is already dead, and that's he can't do that. And like it's 2002, so George Harrison's dead too.
God,
he's got Paul and Ringo, but there's all the security around them. It's a mess.
So it's like, well, I won't do that. So maybe I'll just be a writer.
Right. That's a good second option.
Yeah.
Actually, that's an excellent second option. That might be a better option than the first option.
Yeah, let's go with that. It's cheaper than being an assassin. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with the cops as much. You know.
Right.
Pens are cheaper than bullets. Let's go with that.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and he also finds out that the person that wrote the book, Marcus Skinner, he's actually an English professor at Stanford University.
Ooh, Stanford University. I've heard of them. Yeah, they're where are they located? I didn't look that up. Are they,
looked
they're somewhere in California, right?
It's in California. It's like around San Jose, about 6-hour drive away from Orange County.
Oh, okay. See, look, we map quested it for you.
We did. It's like close to San Francisco, San Jose area.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome, listeners who don't know California geography.
Yeah. California love.
So Sean realizes he wants to be a writer. He sells off his surfboard, and his friends are like, "Oh, bro, no,
bro, dude."
Sean's also got a brother named Lance, who's kind of a dipshit.
Yeah,
played by Jack Black.
Yeah, he kind of steals every scene. I thought he really. Jack Blacks it up in this movie.
He's at like full Jack Blackness almost.
Yes,
he's at least a 9 throughout the movie.
Oh yeah, he is on one.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, his brother is
this movie. It was more frantic than I remembered.
Yeah, right. I don't remember it being.
I had to watch this one in chunks because it was kind of exhausting me.
I forgot it was it. I don't know what happened. Maybe I have like a what's that thing where you remember something differently from your past, the Mandela effect or something. I
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah.
it being this
It
frantic.
was same with me. I did not remember the movie being this frantic. I did not remember. I remembered like mostly the stuff at the end when they go to Stanford and they're
Yeah,
like running around the campus, and I remembered that bit.
I think that
Um,
holds. I think that part still holds up for the
yeah,
most
and
part.
I didn't remember like so much of the beginning of this. So the plot went places I didn't remember or didn't recall at all. It was very surreal watching this again.
Yeah.
Um,
So basically, Sean is trying to be a writer. He shows his writings to other people that they don't quite get it. He shows it to his English teacher, played by Mike White. Sean
mhm.
says he's pretty sure his English teacher is illiterate
Yeah, he gives
because
him his story back, and he's like, "Well, you used a lot of big words, so I didn't quite finish it. But hey, it doesn't matter because I gave you an A." So
nice.
so he's in kind of a stifling environment. He's also got his mom, played by Catherine O'Hara, who she argues with their living caregiver. He's got a there's a grandparent or Uncle Joe who's like got to take meds and
Oh
all
no,
that.
that's not a grand. So that's Bob.
Right.
That's Cindy's or Sean's mom's husband.
Oh, that was her husband? I
Yeah,
missed that.
they explain it because like they say
Okay.
after Sean's mom and dad split up,
Right.
Sean's mom, Cindy, played by Catherine O'Hara, had
Right.
to marry another rich guy just to keep their kids secure and keep them in a
Okay.
lifestyle that. So she basically married Bob, the rich dude, for the money, even though Bob is a bit of
Okay.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Invalid?
Older. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's an
Yes.
older guy. He's got a lot of medical issues. I think I must have missed that. I must have been taking notes on a previous thing when they said that. So that's on me.
Yeah, but I do like Lance. He's a bit of a ne'er do well. He's
Mhm.
an ex-con, and that we open in the movie where he asks, "Oh, hey, Sean, like, I need to pass a drug test.
Yeah.
can I score some of your piss?"
Yeah. Yeah. So he wants to turn in some of his urine so that he
Yeah.
can pass the drug test.
Yes.
So yeah,
And,
there's a lot, and but Sean is a good student. He's a motivated student, and he has he's like a straight A student. He has great transcripts, and he goes to the admissions officer at his high school. Well, not the guidance counselor at his high
yeah.
school, and she's like, "Oh, well, look at this. You're definitely Stanford material. You're a shoe-in. I wouldn't even apply to any safety schools."
Right. And of course, the counselor is played by the great Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin, yeah. And Sean's like, okay, great. I got it made in the shade. I'm going to get in there.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up
Opening
roses.
credits, we had Cake.
Yeah.
I have that in my notes. I was very excited about Cake.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Cake rocks, man.
yeah, I love Cake. One of my favorite
Oh,
bands. What was the song they were playing? I didn't write down what that song
I want
was.
to say,
Was it Shadow Stabbing?
it was shadow stabbing.
Great song,
Adjectives
catchy
on a
song.
typewriter. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I was
banger.
very thrilled to hear that. So I wrote Cake with 3 exclamation points.
I was like, the early 2000s are back, baby.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, so we also have, as one of Sean's other teachers, we have medium talent Chevy Chase.
Oh, I think he's no. Actually, I think he's the principal in this one.
He's
If
a
I'm
principal.
mistaken.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
because like they do a thing where they invite all the students and like all the students because they want to try to figure out who the graduation speakers are.
Oh,
Sean's in.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Sean's in on that because he's like the head of the class, and then
Right.
we
He's
get a
class
little
president.
class president. Yeah, so then we get a scene
Yes.
about trying to choose graduation speakers. Sean makes some suggestions, and then of course
Yeah.
Chevy
Like
and his
like
Chevy.
literary people and
Yes,
stuff like that.
and of
And
course
he's like,
he slowly nods his head, and he's like, "Hey, Danielle, isn't your friend's friend with Britney Spears?"
yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
"Oh
Like
yeah,
your
they're best
cousin
friends."
is friends with Britney Spears, I think it
Yeah,
was. Yeah. And
yeah,
that's
so
it for Chevy Chase. Chevy
yeah,
Chase is in and out of this movie in like
yeah,
2
that's
minutes.
that's all this cast could stand of him.
Yeah, and it's like no, that's all they can stand. He originally had a much bigger part, and then he was just like, "No, you're just toxic. Let's get you the F out of here."
All right. Thank you. Goodbye, Chevy. Thank you for your work. Goodbye.
All right, bye, Chevy. Call us when you get on Community, and don't appreciate it, even though it's the best role you've had in years. Bye.
They just threw him in an Oldsmobile or whatever, and just told him to drive off.
That's right. And then just like a card comes on and says Chevy Chase died back on his way back to his home planet.
R.I.P. Chev.
So we got the Chevy Chase out of the way. Thank God. And we got Catherine O'Hara as his mom.
Cindy. She's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
She's constantly drinking wine, can't really keep the house together, and she kind of flips out at the drop of a hat. Like Sean tells her he really wants to go to Stanford and move out the house, and she really doesn't want him to leave because he is kind of keeping the whole house together. Like he's the one that talks to the help. He's the one that speaks Spanish to her.
He's fluent in Spanish, so he's translating. Well, he's talking to the caregiver, or was she the caregiver or the maid? I'm not sure.
Caregiver, I guess you could say.
Caregiver. I'll say caregiver. That's less demeaning.
Yes.
And he's like convincing her to stay, and the mother thinks that he's translating for her, wackiness ensues, and he tells his mother, oh well, she apologizes, but he's actually like promised to double her pay and time and a half on Saturdays and blah blah blah.
Right.
So
then at this point we see that Sean's in class one day. He learns one of his classmates got into Stanford, so he's like, I should check my house and see if I tell Lance to check the mail, because Lance is always home. And ask him like if I got a letter from Stanford. Lance says he did. He runs home, looks at the mail. He gets rejected from Stanford.
He got rejected from Stanford, and then he goes in to, with his beef to Lily Tomlin, the guidance counselor, and he quickly finds out that Lily Tomlin mixed his transcript up with another student's with a very similar name.
Yeah, so Shane Brainerd.
Yeah. Who is, instead of like the 4.0 student, he's like a 2.5. And then we have a quick smash cut to the dipshit student going like, dudes, I got into Stanford. All right.
Yeah. And they don't even follow up what happened to that guy.
Not at all. No.
Just kind of whatever.
No. And Sean, understandably, very upset, very pissed at Lily Tomlin. He's like, look, Lily Tomlin, you're a comedic genius. Loved you on laughing, but still, you fucked my shit up.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, you don't wave these accusations around, even though, yes, I am totally the person who fucked your shit up.
Yeah.
So
she doesn't take responsibility.
Nope.
Sean gets agitated. So, of course, she, does some karate kicks and kicks him in the nards and runs out screaming, code red, code red.
Yeah.
So Sean goes out dejected while the cheerleaders practice their dancing to Butterfly by Crazy Town. I don't know why that song...
Come, baby. That's such an early 2000s song.
That is.
Everywhere.
God, even like it's such is. And I remember even back then, me and my friends just making fun of that song because it's just so corn. Just so,
and it was so overplayed, and you get very tired of it very quickly. Or at least I did.
I thought it was like, it's such a cheeseball song. This is such a
it is
college bro. But, like dudes wearing puka shell necklaces, and
also Sean's being kind of a dick. He's like walking right in the middle of the cheerleaders. Walk around him, dude.
Yeah,
walk around him. That's just manners.
Yeah, I know your future's fucked up, but you can't. No reason to fuck up this dance squad.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They're trying to beat the Toros in the big cheerleading competition.
Yeah, they gotta bring it.
Yeah, they gotta bring it on.
On.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's on. They gotta bring it. It's already been brought in, but
so bring it on. They must do. I actually finally saw that movie for the first time like a couple months ago.
It's cute, right?
It's cute. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole. What is it? Like, I guess gentrification storyline I didn't expect coming. But yeah, it's a cute film. I didn't expect so many derogatory terms for gay people slurs being thrown around. But aside from that.
Oh, yeah. What year was that movie made? Like, also early 2000s, I think?
I think so, but it's a lot. Like way more than I expected. I was like, Jesus.
Okay, I haven't seen that movie in quite a while, so I would probably be shocked if I went back and revisit it.
Yeah, if you go back and watch, like I'm not one of these pearl clutching people saying, this can't be done now. But you go back, you're like, wow, they really just let that thing fly.
Quite a bit. Slur all over.
A lot, like a lot.
But, well, that's too bad. Okay,
but other than that, it's fun.
Yeah, but I thought it's an entertaining movie. It's got a good cast in it, and
got some cultural appropriation. It's great.
Yeah. But they make peace with the inner city squad that they stole the moves from.
It's all good, baby boy.
Yeah, I mean, don't they? Do they get together with the Gabrielle Union's cheerleading squad at the end?
I think at the end I think they find some mutual understanding in some respect.
Yeah.
Because at first Kirsten Dunst didn't know that they were stealing
the previous cheerleading.
Cheerleading.
She stole all the moves from this other squad. Yeah.
But
so then they have to rebuild their routine from the top. It's kind of like Picture Perfect in a way. No, not Picture Perfect. What's that? Pitch Perfect, the movie about the a cappella group. Yeah.
Picture Perfect. Yeah, that's something else entirely.
Picture Perfect, that was the Jennifer Aniston thing where I think she wants to get with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was Jay Moore in that one?
He might have been. Oh, shit. Do we have a new SNL movie to cover?
We might. I might be getting my Jennifer Aniston movies mixed up.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, Jay Moore's a wedding photographer. This was like Jay Moore's bid to be a movie star after he was in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. He was kind of happening for a little bit. He had some...
For a hot minute there, yeah.
For a hot minute.
Anyway, back to the movie we're ostensibly talking about, Orange County.
Yes, Jay Moore was in Picture Perfect.
Damn, called it. Yes.
Damn, son.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You got that.
I got that.
Okay. Yes.
So Colin Hanks goes to see his dad, not his dad Tom Hanks, but his dad in this movie, John Lithgow.
Yes. His dad is a super crazy rich. And of course, he basically abandoned his family for a younger woman, and now they have a kid.
Trophy wife, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same old story you've heard 100 times.
And here's the weird thing that the IMDb trivia cued me into. His trophy wife, played by Leslie Mann, years later when they do This Is 40, who's playing Leslie Mann's father? John Lithgow.
Oh!
That's wild, right?
It is. Wowzers.
Yeah.
Shit, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that's not often that you play somebody's husband and their father within a few years of each other.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
But, I mean, of course, there's supposed to be a big age difference because she's a trophy wife. So
yes, of course. It happens. It happens.
So he tells his dad, hey, I want to be a writer. I want to go to Stanford. Can you help me make this happen? Can you make a big contribution to the university or something? Then they would have to take me.
Right, and that dad is not happy with it. He's like, a writer, what do you have to write about? You're not oppressed and you're not gay.
Yeah.
And he said,
so what reason would you have to be a writer?
Yeah.
And Colin Hanks is like, what, not gay? What is this? Bring it on? Why are the gay slurs around? Come on.
Damn, there it is.
Come on, Dad.
Nice. So not all writers are gay, Dad. Well, they're all poor, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, point Dad. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he does have a point. I don't know why anyone is not talking about a lawsuit against this guidance counselor who obviously fucked up her job. Big time. And fucked up this guy's life. Big time.
Yeah, something the buck stops with her. I don't see what's...
Yeah, 100%. It is 100% Lily Tomlin's fault. Everything in this movie is on Lily Tomlin's shoulders. If she had done her job correctly the first time around, that's... Yeah.
Blood is on your hands, Lily Tomlin.
I don't know. Yeah, I got a grudge against Lily Tomlin now, I guess.
Oh. You, Lily Tomlin, me, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Bring it all back.
So, okay. So they come up with this alternate plan. They're going to get this bigwig from Stanford to come over to his house. And the bigwig is played by the great Gary Marshall.
Right. Because Sean's girlfriend Ashley, who I think we forgot, played by Shylar Fisk, daughter Sissy Spacek, says,
"Oh, that's why she looked familiar." Okay.
Yeah, Sissy Spacek's kid. 2 nepo babies in this film.
Ooh.
Yes. So yeah.
Well, and I'll let's be real. Jake Kasdan, also a nepo baby. His dad is Lawrence Kasdan.
Oh wow, that's right.
A lot of people in this movie, I'm sure, are people that Jake Kasdan knew through the years. Like, there's a very significant actor who pops up towards the end, who's worked a lot with Lawrence Kasdan.
So. I mean, I think there's a reason this movie has such a stacked deck of actors.
100%. I mean, Jake Kasdan using all that nepo baby clout.
Yeah. So. Wow. Nepo baby clout.
And I'm not really trying to throw a shade at Jake Kasdan. I would do the same thing in his shoes. But
yeah, absolutely. Hey,
it's a lot. This movie has probably a better cast than it needs, or I don't know. I don't want to say deserves, because I don't think it's a bad movie, really. But
it's not a bad movie. But yeah, the cast helps for sure. It's doing the cast is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
The cast is doing great work, pretty much across the board. They're freaking killing it.
Yes, for sure.
But
okay. Yeah.
So Gary Marshall comes to the house, and they're going to try and convince him to let Colin Hanks into Stanford.
Right, because Ashley's friend Tanya, her grandfather is on the board, and so Ashley, talks to Tanya about getting them to come over to Sean's house, and she kind of blackmails her, telling her about, I'll tell everybody about the many times you've hooked up with people.
Yeah.
The hookups you don't want to get out.
Yeah. So anyway, they get Gary Marshall to come over, and then it's a disaster. Like, Jack Black wanders in his tidy whities.
Yeah, he's looking for his
that puts a damper on most. Yeah, that puts a damper on most parties. Jack Black wanders in tidy whities.
That's how my parties get started, baby. Woo!
You dressing like Jack Black, or literally Jack Black coming into your party?
Who knows, man? Could be a little bit of both.
Anything can happen at a Darren Patterson party, because a Darren Patterson party don't stop. I'm raising the roof right now. Yeah, you can't see me, but listeners, but I am raising the roof.
I'm doing the running man.
I'm doing the raising the roof gesture. Yeah.
Yes.
Darren's got a big kid and play haircut.
Yeah. Right zigga. I'm doing the Cabbage Patch in this closet. You can't see it.
He's wearing those oversized overalls.
Yes, those big parachute pants, the Buttafuoco's.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's a party in here.
It's a party in here, but yeah. So the whole thing, it doesn't go well. I didn't write down all the ways it doesn't go well. I remember Bob in the wheelchair, him falling back, and they think he's abusing the elderly and.
Yeah, but he just needs his pills. The mom comes in. Of course, she goes into the backstory about how Sean's father left them and married a 20-year-old, and left them destitute. And of course, she's drinking more and more white wine. Lance, like you said, Lance comes in his underwear because oh, I'm sorry, I just need to find my piss. For my PO.
Yeah, and the Gary Marshall's wife, she's got the little thing, the cup of piss, and she was about to drink it. It's really? You can't tell that's piss? You can't smell?
Yeah,
piss? Really?
You can't tell a glass of wine from a plastic cup of piss?
Do people in movies have no sense of smell? Is everyone, or do odors just not exist in movies until the plot calls for it? It must be, because they are doing all the time. You see this in movies where there's wacky mix-ups with some sort of bodily fluid, and most things that come out of your body, they carry odors.
Yeah, and just warm. Pee is warm, man.
Exactly.
Pee is so warm. It's blazing hot.
Okay,
let's
pump the brakes a little, Darren.
I might need to go to I might need to see a doctor. Look,
you most definitely do. Yes,
I've been peeing lava. Is that normal?
Okay,
is that good?
No time to unpack this right now. Okay.
Oh no.
So Gary Marshall's I will never, as long as I live, you will not get into Stanford. So
yes, he leaves horrified in a huff. Yeah,
right.
and then it looks like Sean will never see his dreams of going to Stanford. He gets bummed out. Lance goes to console him, saying, we know what you should do. Just go to Stanford anyway, and just take the classes there. They can't stop you.
Just go. And he's like, oh, well, Sean's like, oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I should go to Stanford and find someone there to plead my case to. So they decide to take a trip up to Stanford, which, as you said earlier, 6 hours away from Orange County.
But yeah, Lance says he can get them there in 3.
Okay.
I guess that's what happened, because he's just like kind of speeding through traffic, breaking the laws.
Breaking the law.
Even though he's an ex-con and he has this PO shit, but he's just, he's Jack Black. He don't give a fuck.
We are going to Stanford finally. It's like 38 minutes into the movie. We have just now gotten to the bits I remember.
Right. Okay, here we go.
So the whole first 38 minutes of this movie, I was like, I do not remember this shit at all.
Nice. So, so they finally get to Stanford. They go to the admissions building. The lady is there at the front desk. And they say, "Hey, we'd like to talk to the dean."
Yeah, and she's like, not just the lady, Jane Addams.
Jane Addams. You know what? I apologize. Yes,
she's been in you remember every indie movie ever? That's Jane Addams.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was in all of them.
Yeah.
She was in Swingers. She was in.
She was not in Swingers.
She what? No, she wasn't. Oh, I guess not.
Yeah.
But she was in other
movies. Every indie movie ever except for Swingers. Thanks for stepping on my joke, buddy.
No problem. That's what I'm here for, buddy.
Yeah.
No and.
He was in Happiness. I know. I remember that one. I know she's in that movie. I've never seen the movie Happiness, but I know she's in it. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've seen any of the Todd Solondz movies. I just hear they're really kind of fucked up.
They're a lot.
I don't know if I can handle it, man.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm a very delicate soul. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard they're rough watches.
So Jane Addams, she's manning the desk there. She says, "Look, the dean of admissions is not here because it is 10:30 at night." I don't know why there's somebody at the front desk at 10:30 at night in the admissions building. I don't know why the admissions building is not just locked up. But
right? It's 10:30. That shit should be locked the fuck up.
There should be one security guard patrolling around, maybe.
Yeah, one lone security guard, maybe watching a small TV or just fast asleep.
Right. Yeah, that's what security guards do in movies.
Yeah, of course. That's what I've learned.
So Jack Black's like, no, we're not going to take no for an answer. It's by the way, it's Jack Black, it's Colin Hanks, and it's Ashley, the girlfriend, Sissy Spacek's daughter, who are on this road trip.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to call them by the actor names because when a cast is this big, I don't care about character names particularly.
Done. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. So Jack Black crashes through the window at the admissions building. He's like, we're going to break in. We're going to do this. We're going to find somebody to talk to. And he and Jane Addams end up hitting it off.
Yeah, they start boning. But while he's away,
he's like, "Do you want to get naked and start the revolution?"
That's a killer come on line.
That's his pickup line, and amazingly enough, it works.
Yeah, but while he's doing that, Skylar Fisk actually tells Colin Hanks, "Hey, we can just call information. He's probably listed, so maybe we just go to his house that way." And he's like, "Oh yeah, let's just do that." And then
just do that. We are the relatively sane ones in this movie.
Yeah,
we are not. Jack Black has his own insane subplot now. Let's go off and have the sane subplot. So let's go find Harold Ramis. Spoiler alert, dean of admission, Harold Ramis.
Woo!
So he's talking to Harold Ramis, and he's like, "Hey, I'm this straight A student, 4.0, blah, 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 blah. I've done all this cool shit. I should get in." And he kind of buries the lead. He doesn't say, "My transcript was mixed up, and my dumbass guidance counselor sent the wrong transcript." I would lead with that.
Yeah, I don't know why he's playing all footsie with the thing that'll really get this fucking shit in motion.
Because here's the whole thing: he was not rejected for merit. He was rejected. I mean, because it was another student's transcript, which just seems like a huge liability thing to me.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't just do that, but right.
And so Harold Ramis, he's getting ready for a trip to, I think they said it was Bali. He's going on a trip with his family.
So
he's getting ready for that. Bali.
Yeah. Bali.
And he's like, "Okay, well, let me see your transcript and we'll see what we can do." And then Colin Hanks is like, "Oh, I left it in the car. let me go get it. It'll be right back. 5 minutes. Don't have any wacky hijinks while I'm doing that.
Yeah. He should just brought it with him, but I don't know.
Right? I don't get why. Look, I get the need for wacky hijinks in your movie. I don't get why Colin Hanks doesn't think to bring his transcript with him when it is the whole freaking reason.
Because if he didn't leave it in the car, we couldn't have this wacky mix-em-up that's coming up, because Harold Ramis has a huge headache. And
right.
we also forgot to say that, like, Ashley is wearing Jack Black's jacket because she's cold, so Jack Black gave her jacket to wear. So she just goes through the pockets, as you do, and she finds all these pill bottles in them.
Okay, yeah. So, and Jack Black, big time drug addict, and he's got all his illicit drugs in like the bottles for over the counter drugs. So, like the Excedrin is this one drug, the Tylenol is this other drug, and she thinks, oh, these are just normal pain relievers. I will give this guy 3 of this pill because he's got a killer headache.
Yeah, he asks if he has some Excedrin, and of course, it's actually ecstasy in there.
But okay, this movie's rated like PG-13, right?
Yes.
Okay, because in the cut I was watching of this, they cut out the word ecstasy or acid or whatever it was.
Really?
Did they do that for you?
Well, no, I watched the DVD, so I got the raw uncut, baby.
I was watching this streaming, and it must have been some sort of edit, because he was like, oh no, he just swallowed 3 tabs of, and then it was like a honking horn or something like that.
Oh, interesting. You can't say ecstasy?
I don't know. If you say it's ecstasy, I'll believe it's ecstasy. But
I'm pretty sure it was ecstasy was on.
Okay. So Harold Ramis, he takes the pills. He of course starts tripping, and they were like, Harold, you're pretending you're on ecstasy. Harold's like, yeah, I grew up. I was around in the 70s. I fucking got it.
Yeah.
Please, I was in SCTV. I know this shit. I was friends with Belushi. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
And he's saying, like, at first he's saying, like, oh, if I had this transcript by January 21st, you might have had a shot, but but we've got, this movie's got at least 40 minutes left, so there's got to be more complications.
Yes, absolutely. And as this happens, we cut back to the house in Orange County. We see Sean's dad meeting up with Sean's mom, Cindy.
John Lithgow visits Catherine O'Hara.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's looking for Sean because after Sean cursed him out, and he just wants to go talk to him, and then the two, his parents talk and they drink and complain about Sean, because they complain about their spouses. John Lithgow's like, my wife is like sleeping around on me and whatever. And
anyway, they go to Bone Town.
Yes, they reconcile and they
reconcile with their private parts.
Reconcile. That's what I call it.
There's some heavy duty reconciling there.
Yeah, reconcile missionary style.
We didn't get into the positions there, but
they got into the positions.
Okay, Darren. Darren. We're gonna have to have a talk off air again.
Yeah.
Okay, Darren. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So all right. So back to Ramis. Now that he's on,
he's taken 3 hits of whatever it was
of MDMA.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. They say it's ecstasy for sure. So he's all high and loopy. He's like, oh, it feels so good. It's hot in here, right? And so they say, hey, well, if you want, we could take you back to your office, and now you see my transcript is good. You can add me to the acceptance list, right? And
right.
Like, yeah, totally.
And he's like, that's a good idea. And he's like tripping more and more. And he's like on the way over, he's like trying to make out with Ashley, the girlfriend. And
I think he tries to make that with Sean too at one point.
Yeah, well, he's on Molly. Harold Ramis has a lot of love to give, Darren.
Yeah, love is love, baby. Come on.
Yeah, it's just let's share the Harold Ramis love.
Yeah, smile on your brother. Everybody come together.
You know that. Harold Ramis partially inspired the movie Look Who's Talking, right?
He did not. What?
So, okay. Harold Ramis had an affair with Amy Heckerling, the director of Fast Times at Ridgemont High and all that, and she had a kid out of that. And that was what kind of inspired Kirstie Alley's character in Look Who's Talking. And so, like, the character that George Siegel played in Look Who's Talking, partially inspired by Harold Ramis.
Oh, shit. I never heard this. What?
Yeah. There was, like a few years back, Harold Ramis's daughter, through his marriage, wrote a book called Ghostbusters' Daughter. And she tells the story about, like, Harold Ramis one day when she was, I don't know, she must have been like 12, 13 or whatever, something like that. He's like, we're going to go over and see my friend Amy. She just had a baby. And, eventually the daughter figures out that it's actually her dad, Harold Ramis's baby.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Love child.
Like I said, Harold Ramis had a lot of love to give.
Damn. I had no idea. I feel like I might have heard that story before, but I totally forgot about it. But wow.
Yeah. It's just stuck in my head. I don't know why. I mean, wow. I remember that instead of my license plate. My license plate, I have to look up whenever I'm like doing something online. I'm like, what the fuck is that again?
Officer, I swear it is my car. I can prove it. I can tell you exactly.
I can tell you exactly when Harold Ramis knocked up Amy Heckerling. Wait, what? Put those handcuffs away. Officer.
Officer, no. Ow! They're so tight.
Anyway, so, while this is going on, they're going over there. Jack Black has hooked up with Jane Addams.
Yeah.
And they've got, and Jane Addams is like, hey, looky here, I got the acceptance list. All these people are getting in. And Jack Black's like, we're going to fucking burn it. Yeah. So he gets out a lighter and he starts burning it and he puts it in a wastebasket and fire spreads.
And like the two of them are just kind of, I think the two of them just kind of stare at it because they both have like, I think pyrotech tendencies and like, whoa, that's beautiful.
Well, also, I think the implication is also they're on something too.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Jack Black probably gave her some of his stash to enhance the experience while they are, very tenderly boning.
Right. Ooh, nice.
And and they're both in their underwear. Jack Black, once again, in his tighty whities.
Yeah, he's in his tighty whities quite a bit throughout this movie.
A lot. And she's in her modest underwear. She's got one of those broad t-shirt things. What are those called? I don't know.
Oh, like those little half shirts, they're belly shirts.
Yeah, it's like a half shirt.
So Sean and Harold Ramis and Ashley get to the college. They get to the admissions building. Oh my God, the whole thing is on fire.
It's burning down. It's the whole place is going up in flames.
Gone with the wind.
And Jack Black is just standing out there. I think he's grabbed a shirt. He's put a shirt on or a sweatshirt or something.
He's modest,
but he's still in his tighty whities. And a firefighter comes up and he's like, "Hey, do you know what happened here?" He's trying to find out information about how the fire started. It's an uncredited Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller
up in this joint. Our second SNL star.
Boom.
So,
so
it counts. He was on the show for a hot minute in the late 80s.
He was, yeah. We've done Ben Stiller
early
movies.
90s. One of those two. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Jack Black is trying to say, that woman I was with there, she was talking about like how she started the fire. She's gonna burn the place down. She's like, I hate this place. I'm gonna burn it down. And I was like, you better not. You better not. Don't do that.
Jack Black is like, I didn't light it, but I tried to fight it.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what more do I have to say?
No, Rock and Roller Cola Wars.
Oh,
I can't take it anymore.
It's a song everybody claims to not like, but everybody knows the words to.
If you don't like that song, you're a liar. It's a fucking banger, man.
It's just Billy Joel and John. A lot of people like to act are too cool for Billy Joel, and I say go suck an egg. Billy Joel.
If you're too cool for Billy Joel, fix your heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Fix your heart.
Yeah. God.
I still got to watch that documentary about him from HBO. I hear that's really good.
I haven't either. I just know like part 1 is like 2.5 hours long. I think part 2 is just as long. I gotta like.
That's what's been keeping me away. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a multi-night commitment. And
I got set aside a day to watch that.
Set aside a Saturday or Sunday and just.
Yeah, it's a lot to go through.
It's a lot. But you know what? Hey, I got some time next weekend. Maybe I'll just watch that Billy Joel documentary.
There you go. All right, treat yourself.
Maybe I'll do that.
Treat yourself. All right. So at this point, the cops take Harold Ramis back home because he's all trippy and drugged out.
Is he being arrested? I'm not sure.
I think
or is he just being taken home? Because they were like, this guy says he's the dean of admissions, and they don't believe him because he's so freaking high and tripping on Molly.
Yeah, I think they were just looking for a way to get him out of the scene because they didn't need him anymore.
Yeah, that's probably it. They were like, oh, we got to this page of the script. Harold, your part is over. You will just drive off randomly with this person.
Drive off into the sunset. So then, Sean finds out that Lance started the fire, Jack Black, and, he's just more dejected. It's like, he just called him like what he is, a drugged out loser. I can't believe you did this.
He's just so frustrated, and he's like, and Lance is like, well, dude, this isn't my fault. I was high. And he's like, Lance, you're always high. And
yeah. And then, so Sean walks off dejected. His girlfriend, Ashley, the two of them have a real heart-to-heart talk talking about, like, is it...
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to get into Stanford, or do you just want to get away from your family? Because it really...
Yeah, because he's complaining to her that he's like, it's like my family is a conspiracy to keep me from getting into Stanford. Because, they have been kind of fucking his shit up. But you know who's been fucking your shit up the most? Lily fucking Tomlin.
Right.
That's who, Colin Hanks. That's who you direct your ire at.
Yeah, Lily Tomlin. We want your head for this.
I'm calling you out, Lily Tomlin.
Yeah.
Why'd you do this to that nice Colin Hanks boy?
Yeah, he's a nice boy.
He's a nice boy.
But then, Ashley also points out that, well, if you didn't get into Stanford, that would mean the end of our relationship because I'm going to OCU, and you didn't seem like you ever even thought of that or even mentioned it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay. We'd have to break up. That's
touche. Touche. Point, Ashley. And they have a fight. Now I'd kind of remembered it as them breaking up because I was like, oh, this is the girlfriend that he loses over the course of the movie, or doesn't he realizes that she's not the right girl for him? Because I kind of remembered a thing that's coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think they just had a lover's quarrel.
Yeah, she says later, she's like, oh, we have a fight. We had a fight. I'm mad at you. She didn't say oh, we broke up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I guess I remembered wrong. It's been well over a decade since I've seen this movie. So.
No, I hear you. And also we cut back to Sean's house where after...
In Orange County.
In Orange County. Where
name of the movie.
Yes, after post-coitus, Lithgow and O'Hara...
Yeah, I mean that's what I go to the movies to see. Yeah,
yes, that should have been the poster.
Two of them in just white bathrobes, and they're just like, oh yeah,
so relaxed.
I don't remember they were smoking cigarettes or not, but
that's how you what you do after you have sex. You have a cigarette.
Yeah, you know what just went down.
Yeah, how do you know you arrived at the destination?
I don't know. Anyway, Leslie Mann comes to the house in their sports car. Oh, and she and John Lithgow have a young kid. They've had a kid together who's a toddler.
Yeah, but she's a really horrible mom, and I think at one scene the kid was acting up, so she just asked her house caregiver to take the kid upstairs and give him some Ritalin.
Sure, that's what you do.
Wow,
that's what you do.
Wow.
And Lithgow is like, hey, look, I'm falling back in love with my ex-wife. I want to have a divorce, and you can keep the house. And she's like, oh, well, what about our son? He's like, we can do shared custody. And Leslie Mann's like, yeah, okay. All right, sure. There's this. Can you take him tonight, though? Because there's this club I want to go check out. So.
Yeah, so that nice little clean break there.
Clean break. They basically worked out their entire divorce in 30 seconds, which extremely efficient.
Very efficient. It's
an 82-minute movie. That's all we have time for the divorce scene.
This marriage needs to end in less than 5.
Yes, exactly. We can't do that Rose's shit in this movie.
Can't drag that out.
No.
But so Sean is just bummed out, walking alone through the campus by himself. He sees a woman, a student, reading a book. Faulkner.
Monica Keena.
Who is that?
Monica Keena. She was okay. This is one of the few scenes I remembered from this movie. Monica Keena was one of the stars of Undeclared.
Oh.
Which was a student. It was a show about kids in college hence the title, Undeclared. And she was one of the students in there. And Jay Kasdan directed a lot of episodes of that show. It was kind of a follow. It was Judd Apatow's follow-up to Freaks and Geeks.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and Jay Kasdan directed a lot of episodes of Freaks and Geeks. He directed a lot of episodes of Undeclared, both canceled inside of a season. So, like, when I saw this, I was like, hey, Monica Keena. Because half the reason I checked this movie out the first time around was because I was a fan of Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared. And I was
of course.
Oh, hey, I want to see what else this Jay Kasdan guy did. And so, I had a crush on Monica Keena. So I was like, hey, Monica Keena. Yeah.
I overstand.
She's probably best known for, you remember that Grey's Anatomy episode where two people got impaled by the pole on the train?
No, I've never seen Grey's Anatomy.
Okay. Well, that's a very famous episode of Grey's Anatomy, and she was like one of the people who got impaled.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, and the dilemma was they had to pull them off, but only one could survive, and they had to basically choose which one was going to survive.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's like Sophia's Choice. Sophie's Choice. Not Sophia. Jesus.
Sophia's Choice. That was a very dark episode of the Golden Girls.
Sophia Petrillo's Choice.
She had to choose between her two children, and she chose Dorothy. And that's why Dorothy had to take her in later when she got thrown out of her old age home.
Picture it.
Yeah. Picture it. Sicily, 1910. I have to choose between my two children.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And I chose you, Dorothy. That's why I have to live with you now. Oh, God. That is now my headcanon backstory for the Golden Girls. Sophie's Choice and the Golden Girls take place in the same cinematic universe, damn it.
Perfect. Oh, poor Phil, my brother Phil.
I've never seen Sophie's Choice.
Me neither. I understand I know the reference, but I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, for all I know, Meryl Streep dies in that movie. I have no freaking idea. I know it's a Holocaust movie. I know she has to choose between her two kids.
Oh, you can vault.
But anyway, so Sean sees Monica Keena's character Gretchen reading James Faulkner,
right?
And he's like, oh, he's a great author. And she's like, oh yeah, I guess. And she invites him to this party.
College party.
And you're thinking, oh, hey, college party. He's gonna he's single as of 15 minutes ago. So now he's going to just hook up with Monica Keena, and she's going to be the manic trip pixie dream girl answer to all his problems.
That's right. Not so much.
And then and they get to the party, and he's trying to talk about Faulkner at this loud college party. And she's like, oh, well, he's kind of boring. I might just read the Cliff Notes. And I was like, oh, Jesus, this movie is old. It's before even Spark Notes. Wow.
Wait, there were Cliff Notes and Spark Notes? That's a thing?
Spark Notes, I think, kind of took over for Cliff Notes.
Oh.
They eclipsed Cliff Notes in popularity, but they were the same sort of thing.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
I mean, I don't know if students do either anymore. They probably just go on the internet and read up about it, or have ChatGPT summarize a novel for them. But
yeah, they Google Talk It or whatever the kids do.
Yeah.
But
he kind of quickly realizes, oh, this is not the girl. And two more girls come over, and they're like, oh, hey, let's.
Yeah, one of the girls, a young Lizzie Kaplan.
Lizzie Kaplan, who was also on Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
I don't think she was on Undeclared, but anyway, I loved seeing that Jay Kasdan was throwing bit parts to so many Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared people.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Natasha Melnick shows up early on. I didn't see her, but apparently Sarah Hagen from Freaks and Geeks is in there too.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's nice. That's cool, right?
Yeah, and then the girls at the college party hear Butterfly by Crazy Town play, and they're like, "Oh my
come
God,
up, baby, come up, baby!" And they're like, "Oh my God, this is our song!" And they start doing a choreographed dance.
Yeah, and that's where Sean's like, "Oh, college kids are just as dumb as high school
stupid
kids.
and vapid as the people I grew up with."
It never ends.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems harsh that they're judging them just for being enthusiastic about one admittedly not great song.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I guess when you're young like that, you kind of do harsh judgments about that, right? People oh, you like that movie?
Yeah.
You have that snarky snide.
He's getting very Rob and High Fidelity about that.
Yes,
it's what you like. It's not what you're like. So,
ooh, yes.
I'm just saying, Colin Hanks, you should have given Monica Keena more of a chance. Personally.
Right. But I mean, I think the movie is just trying to show, oh yeah, high school and like college isn't the Xanadu you picture it to be in your mind.
That's true. That was probably what the intention was.
Yeah, like he was thinking, oh, as soon as I go to college, everything's going to be great. My life's going to make sense and have meaning, and I'm going to get away from all these weirdos in my small town. And it turns out it's not quite that.
No.
But then we see Sean sees at the party his girlfriend Ashley talking to some dude, Nat Faxon.
Nat Faxon. I was like, why does this guy look familiar? I know him from somewhere. And then I realized, it's a young Nat Faxon.
He's like in
writing
everything.
Partners with Jim Rash. And what has he done? He's been in a million things.
He was in the Way Back, which we've talked about on this podcast.
That's true. Yeah, Way Back.
He's like just one of those guys. He's just popped up in a lot of comedies.
Yeah, he was in a show called Married with the great Judy Greer, and it didn't last too long. It ran with You're the Worst, and I think it only ran like a season or two. But I remember liking that show because, well, it's got Judy Greer in it. How can you not love it?
Judy Greer, national treasure.
By the way, the Way Back is episode 290 of the podcast, if you're interested.
So, underrated movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Underrated. But yeah, so Sean is listening to his girlfriend talk to this dude, and she brings up Sean, and it's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's a really good writer, and like
and she's like raving about his story, which is also named Orange County.
Orange County, of course. You write about what you know.
Yeah, and a cute thing is like whenever he hands the story to somebody, it's just like a copy of the screenplay with his name on the front, which is funny.
It's good.
So it's not like in most other movies he would hear her overhear her saying something heinous or see her hooking up with the other guy. So I kind of liked that she was like, "Oh no, it's great and he's great and blah 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 blah." And she's saying this even though they just had a fight and she's mad at him. So
he's like, all right, maybe she is. Yeah, maybe I am being a bit of a dick.
Yeah,
and then at this party, I don't know how Sean's able to do it, but he sees some college professor walking past it, and he kind of recognizes who it is. So he leaves the party and follows him.
Right.
And says, "Oh, are you Professor Skinner?" Man turns.
Yeah, it's Marcus Skinner, the guy who wrote the book that he loved, the Jackets book.
Right. The man turns around.
Straight Jacket. Yeah.
Straight Jacket. The man turns around, and we get a face full of the beautiful Mr. Kevin Kline.
Fucking Kevin Kline is in this movie. I was watching this today, and I was like, oh, wait, I sort of remember this. The professor, he's somebody famous. It's Kevin Kline, isn't it? I bet it's Kevin Kline. I think it's Kevin Kline. And he turns around. Yeah, it's fucking Kevin Kline.
Just as suave as a man can be.
Oh, my God. I mean, yeah. So, so handsome. Played Douglas Fairbanks and Errol Flynn at different points in his career. Married Phoebe Cates. Kevin Kline, just freaking amazing. Worked with Lawrence Kasdan a million times.
Yeah.
In Big Chill, Silverado, Grand Canyon. If you watch a Lawrence Kasdan movie, you got a better than even chance of seeing Kevin Kline in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So he's doing a favor for his friend's kid.
Yeah. It's like,
that's nice.
I'll do a favor for your kid.
Yeah.
Why not? So Sean sees his hero right in front of him, says like, "Oh my God, you're Marcus Skinner. You're a good writer."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, thank you."
Yeah.
and
he's like, "I'm obsessed with you," and he explains the importance of his book that he found on the beach, and he read it, and he had sent like a letter to him along with a copy of his story, and he was like, "I'm hoping to study with you at Stanford," and blah 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 blah. That's the movie opens up with that. We probably should have talked about that an hour ago.
Probably.
But
I mean, Skinner says, "Oh yeah, I read that story, Orange County. I liked it. It's really good."
And
Sean is like, doing cartwheels in his heart, right?
He's like, "I'm going to need you to say that again because I need to just like take it." I mean, and that's a big moment when you get a bit of praise from one of your personal heroes.
Oh,
that's.
Forget
I've had a couple moments like that in my life. And
oh, really?
Just like, oh. Yeah.
Oh, like when?
Can
you talk about it or no?
I can talk about it. It's going to kind of sound like bragging, so I feel so.
Brag away. Do it.
Okay, like about 10 years ago, when I did the first panel I moderated at a Comic-Con at the East Coast Comic-Con, the late lamented East Coast Comic-Con, I did a panel with comic book writers Mark Waid and Ann Nocenti, and I was talking to them both about their Daredevil runs.
Okay.
They'd written the book Daredevil at different times. And at the end of the panel, I hear Mark Waid, who's just lovely to talk to. They both are lovely to talk to, but Mark Waid at the end of the panel, he was like, good questions.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, I was like floating on air for a little bit after that. That's, yeah. So that was an awesome one. You must have had an awesome moment like that in your life, right? Like some comic you looked up to, liked your set or something like that?
No.
Okay.
No. There was that one time where I think.
Well, now I'm depressed for
No. I think I'm trying to think. There was one time I was on a show with Hari Kondabolu, if you know.
Oh, nice.
He's like a New York comic.
He did the Trouble of Pooh movie. Yeah.
Yes. And like I was on a show with him somewhere in like Hudson County, New York, or something like that. And like, and he said I had a good set. He liked my set, and I felt
nice.
I felt like all right. I'm doing all right here.
I mean, that's all it takes is just like a little bit of praise from somebody you like and who's a success in their field, and
it's just
so.
Oof. So I mean, Sean and Skinner, they go off to his office to talk. Yeah, him telling him he really wants to come here so he can study and be a writer, and like he says, well, I mean, you don't, and like Sean said, like I feel like if I don't leave Orange County, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to be a writer. And then Skinner gives him some really good words of wisdom. Says like, well, you don't have to leave. I mean, every writer is conflicted about where they grew up, and like maybe where you grew up is what makes you a good writer. With the real connections you have with people and deep relationships, like And at the end of your story, I got the feeling like even though you have a lot of problems, there's still hope at the end of it. Like that's what you. I hope that's what you wanted me to get from your story.
And he also says like, I really liked your story. Like you really love your characters. It comes through in the writing. And he was talking about how like early in the story, he's thinking, oh, this family's a disaster. The mom's an alcoholic. The brother's this ex-con drug addict and blah, 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 blah. And then he says like, oh, only criticism. And I love that Colin Hanks goes, oh yes, criticism. I want to hear this. And I was like, okay, yes, I love that. I love that he is eager to learn and that he wants to hear criticism.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, like when people are like, oh, what did you think of this thing I did? They don't really want to hear criticism. They just want to hear like, hey, this is great. This is awesome. Don't change a thing.
Yes.
But you only grow through criticism and finding out what you did wrong.
Very true. Yes.
So I like that. That was a good moment. And I was like, okay, yeah, Tom Hanks, I keep saying Tom Hanks. Colin Hanks, you're awesome.
But yeah, he says that the only criticism that the story didn't have an ending, and they did try to, like basically Skinner says, like you, I mean, you don't being here won't automatically mean you're a writer. You could be a writer wherever, and he takes those words to heart, and then he leaves. He meets up with Lance again. Lance is trying to dodge the cops because they're on his ass. They get into his Bronco. They go pick up Ashley from the frat party, and Sean apologizes, says he loves her, and then they all drive.
With Lance's prompting. Lance is like, apologize to her like you mean it. Tell her you love her.
Love her.
Yeah,
and so then they all drive home.
They ditch Kip, the frat guy played by Nat Faxon, who actually honestly takes it well.
I mean,
he's not.
He just
in most other movies, he'd be like, this rapey douchebag,
right,
who's like trying to get her drunk or whatever. But he seems kind of cool when he thinks that Colin Hanks is like bugging her. He's like, hey, take off, man, and you never get the feeling he's like trying to roofie her drink or anything. Which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice change of pace.
I mean, that's the bare minimum you can do, not drug the person you're talking to at a party.
No roofies? What a great guy.
No roofies. Oh, you can't do anything anymore in this PC woke culture.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. So, I mean, the three of them drive home. they make up, they make out in the car while Lance sleeps.
They make out in the back car as Lance is passed out.
Yeah.
And,
so they get home the next
But he's just pretending.
Yeah. Looking at his brother make out. All right. So they get home.
Yeah, that's
it's a little creepy. Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Yeah.
Little bit. Yes. So so they get home. We see that their dad is there. He's on the phone to Stanford.
Back together with his mom. Lithgow and Catherine O'Hara back together again.
Yes, back together again. And we see that
is
the
that
dad...
a song?
No, I just made it up.
Oh, you're just doing that in a sing-songy voice.
It's really hot in this closet and my brain's melting.
Okay.
So
I should clarify for the listeners, Darren does record this podcast in a literal closet.
Yes, the acoustics.
He was not talking a metaphorical closet. He's not going to like come out in the podcast or anything like that. He is in a literal closet.
Literal closet, baby. Yes.
Yeah.
So we see the dad on the phone to Stanford. He says he's going to make a huge donation to Stanford if he lets Sean in.
For them to build a new admissions building, because the old one was burned down.
How did that happen? I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
And they tell Lance and Sean, well, your father and I are back together, and we got you into Stanford, just like you wanted. Yay!
Bribery! Yay!
It works. Yay! Money makes everything.
To be a nepo baby.
Money makes everything go around. Greases all the wheels.
Yeah, and then Sean says, "No, I've decided to stay in Orange County," because he's like, I don't need to leave Orange County to be a writer. I just need to be around the people who inspire me. And at this point in the movie, I'm like, no, stupid call, horrible call.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, Sean? You are throwing away your fucking future.
Yeah. I get it. It's supposed to be like a feel good, like, oh yeah, he's with the family and the people he loves, and he realizes his hometown isn't as bad as he thought it was, and the people there love him. I do get that, but at the same time,
but they're like, his family in particular, they are such dipshits for most of the movie. Even though they say like, oh yeah, your love for them comes through, I didn't see too much of that in the movie. I just saw them being dipshits.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the movie, they seem to get their act together a little bit more.
They do a little bit, yeah.
Like the mom, Catherine O'Hara, is okay with being a mother to the new kid. I think Jake was his name. It was Leslie.
Yeah, the kid from John Lithgow's second marriage. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it seems like Bob, the dude in the wheelchair, he's a bit more with it. So it seems like the family would be okay.
So he was Catherine O'Hara's new husband. So he's still that's so weird to me.
It is, yeah. That whole
the whole movie, I was thinking he was an uncle or a grandpa or something like that. And
no.
So I wasn't questioning him still being around at the end. Now I am.
No, there's this whole scene where Colin and Catherine have a fight where it's like, after your father left me, I could have gone with this tennis instructor who wanted me, but like he was poor and we would have been living in a condo clipping coupons. So I went with Bob, had sex with him 4 times to keep you kids in this lifestyle that you're
okay. Yes, I remember her talking about that, and I didn't.
Yeah, no. So Bob was
how weird.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
So weird. Yeah.
So he decides to stay in Orange County. Everybody's happy. At the very end, he writes a letter.
Okay, but I still got problems with this ending, man.
Here we go. Let's go.
You should have. Look, you got into Stanford. Yes, okay. You didn't get in there. You got in there through bribery, basically, because your dad made a big contribution. But you freaking got into your number one dream school, so you can study with this guy this writer who inspired you to get into writing, and you seem to like hit it off with. You seem to have a rapport. You could learn so much from Skinner, from Kevin Kline's character, and it's college, man. You're coming home for summer. You're coming home for holidays. Yeah. You can still be around your friends from the OC and absorb them and have them inspire you and all that. But you are like, you're throwing your life away just to be with your high school girlfriend and your surfing buddies.
It does seem like he's stunting his growth a little bit.
It does. I'm just like, okay, yeah, you can learn shit on your own and stuff, but you have such an amazing opportunity as to go to Stanford and get and learn from Kevin Kline, learn from all the other people. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, that just kind of drove me nuts.
Son, you're throwing your life away.
Maybe it's just because I'm watching this movie as a middle-aged man instead of like a teenager or early 20s that it was obviously intended for. But
I think so, because I remember the ending being a lot more feel-good when I was younger. When I wore a younger man's clothes.
Right.
Billy Joel. But yeah, like because
it's you just go on. I'll just sing back up.
But yeah, because like at the end is like, oh yeah, I'm staying with my friends and we're gonna,
I'm gonna be a real estate novelist. Yeah,
yes,
like my friend Paul.
And I'm talking to Davey, who's still in the Navy.
Probably will be for life. Yeah.
Oh God.
And the waitresses practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Okay, I'm gonna watch that Billy Joel.
Let's do it. All right. Yeah. But yeah, at the very end of the film, so he writes a letter to Skinner saying he's going to stay in Orange County. He's going to bury his book in the sand at the beach, so maybe the next person could find it. And
I like that. That's kind of poetic.
Yeah, that's nice and poetic. And he sees.
I'd still buy a spare copy personally, but
yeah, exactly.
Like go to your local Walden Books or whatever, and
exactly.
Yeah.
Look that up in your Funkin' Wagnalls.
Yeah. So I think Walden Books was still in business in 2002.
B. Dalton. Probably. They were around.
B. Dalton, B. Dalton booksellers,
yeah, of course, the big wigs. Yeah. But then he sees his surf buddies Arlo and Chad, and they're about to blow up their friend Lonnie's surfboard because like it was the 1 year anniversary of him dying. So they're like, we should like jump off something or blow up something. So they figured they would send his surfboard off into the ocean and blow it up. But Sean had the better
Viking
idea.
funeral. I like
Viking funeral. But Sean is like, no, let me take the surfboard. I'm going surfing. And then he goes surfing for the first time.
Yeah, because he kind of gave up the surfing after the death of his friend Lonnie, and he wants to be a writer. He like sells off a surfboard.
Yeah, so like this is him kind of, I guess, finding the balance between the writer.
Yeah, I think so. That's the ending. That's supposed to be our takeaway from the ending. I'm watching this. I'm still kind of pissed off he's not going to Stanford because I'm just
I get it.
Thing. It's
I think but I see what you mean. It's like him kind of trying, because he thought like if I need to get away from the town that raised me in order to be a better person, but like at the end he's trying to find the balance between the town he has a conflicted love-hate relationship with and the person he wants to grow up to be. So it's I see what they're doing, but I also agree, like, you don't
but I'm like, you can still have that conflicted love-hate relationship. You're still going back here for summers and vacations or whatever. It's not like you're never seeing your parents again. And like, if he's going to like the local Orange County college, I think they call it Orange County University or something like that.
Yeah, OCU.
I think the admission is they just punch you in the face and say, "Welcome to the OC, bitch." And
damn,
that's their admissions process. It's weird, but yeah, they just slug you in the face and say, "Welcome to the OC, bitch." It's not a real demanding school, but that's what they do.
Is that a school or a prison? You're thinking? I think you're thinking about a prison.
It may be like a school / prison.
Okay,
yeah, but
all right, like juvie.
Yeah,
got it.
That is the extent of my knowledge about the OC. By the way,
okay.
If my friend Renee Naden is here, she could tell us all about the OC. I'm sure. But
California,
I was kind of past. Yeah.
Well, when the OC came out, I wasn't into that either. I was
just like, I'm not really watching these types of shows anymore.
Yeah. I was out here in these streets causing a ruckus, being a man.
That's right. In his Ernie sweater.
Yeah. You know what's up. And that's the
where can a motherfucker get a rubber ducky around here?
God. Oh man. And that's the movie, Orange County.
Okay.
It's all right, I will admit it's not
an entertaining movie, you know?
It's I remember this movie being better. It's not as good as I remember.
Me too. Yeah.
But it's still okay.
I'm like, it's like sort of just on the cusp between like and not like for me. So it's like 2.5 stars out of 5. But I think I would probably just tip it over to like, because I think all the actors are doing good work. I think Colin Hanks is really appealing lead. I love seeing, I love seeing folks like Catherine O'Hara and John Lithgow and Harold Ramis and Kevin Kline and. I mean, it's just a murderer's row of people in this movie.
Yeah.
Jack Black's character was a little tough to take because Jack Black's he can be a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot of Black in here.
He wasn't moderating his performance or modulating his performance as well.
No.
He's just kind of like
he went to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Just one louder.
He did. It's one louder, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean. I would say, the cast definitely puts this movie over. If it wasn't for the cast, it wouldn't be as great a movie. But,
I mean, there's nice things in it. I like, like I was saying before, the movie occasionally zigs when I thought it was going to zag. And I appreciate that. So kudos to Mike White for that.
Catherine O'Hara rocks it in this one. I thought she did really good stuff in it. But, overall, I thought this movie was just okay. Not as great as I remember it, unfortunately.
Okay. I want to share, before we wrap things up, I want to share a little bit of insanity that I found on the IMDb trivia page.
Share away.
And my favorite thing on the IMDb trivia is when somebody writes this entry and it goes on for like quite all the while. And it's not really trivia about the movie. It's just like whatever this person is hyper fixated on.
Okay.
So I want you to hear this. I have not shared this with Darren at all beforehand, so we're going to get his sincere reaction.
we have not met before, have we, sir?
Nope. Yeah. So this says, The Magic Jacket. The whole movie is centered around a book called Straight Jacket. When Lance takes off his jacket and gives it to Ashley, the plot gets crazy. His illegal drugs get accidentally distributed. Lance breaks and enters a school, seduces a secretary, burns down the school, loses his pants, spelled looses his pants, lies to a first responder. His jacket acted as his own straight jacket, keeping the craziness inside him. Once removed, his chaotic characteristics also unleashed on everything he interacted with, like a mental patient. While Ashley wore Lance's jacket, her love for Sean diminished, and she saw him for the annoying, self-centered person he is. In moments of clarity, she explored a school party and spoke to different guys, seeing what her options could be. When she took the jacket off, she falls in love with Sean again, proving she thinks rationally rather than emotionally with the jacket on. Heavy, dude, right?
Bro.
This is like, this person just got like super high and watched this movie.
He took some Excedrin.
And I kind of love it.
He took some Excedrin out of Jack Black's jacket.
He took 3 hits of whatever it was. He was like, I'm going to watch this movie on Molly, and then I'm going to write up some IMDb trivia. And it's just like this person is spewing insanity for a full paragraph. And it's like, I got to let everyone know about the jacket
thing. People need to know.
Yeah.
I imagine he looked at that thing the next morning sober and was like, the fuck did I write? What is this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just read that, and it's like, and every other trivia thing on the page is like, 1, maybe 2 sentences like, hey, Jack Black and Colin Hanks also appeared in the King Kong remake together. Leslie Mann played John Lithgow's daughter in This Is 40 in 2012. It's stuff like that, and then this person's like, let me tell you about the jacket.
The jacket is the doorway to the soul and the truth, my brother.
No. You see, when he passes a jacket from one character to another, it makes him think differently, man, like Jack Black.
If you play the jacket backwards, you can hear Paul is dead, man, miss.
And it gives you the secret connection between Sophie's Choice and the Golden Girls.
If you play the jacket while Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Right. Link it up, sync it up.
Sync it up, man.
But when money comes in, watch, see what happens. Oh my God. Money! It's great.
So, I think the movie's okay. Like I said, it's frantic, more frantic than I remembered. I had to watch it in chunks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it got a little exhausting to watch.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's it worth a watch?
Yeah. But we're also not the target audience anymore. So
yeah, that's true. We aged out. But it's short, it's quick, it's got some good parts. Check it out. See what you think. Maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah. Decent. And and that's the episode. I'm gonna call it right there. Thanks again.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. As always, you could follow us on the Blue Skies at SNL Nerds. You could listen to this on the YouTube, on our YouTube page at Non-Productive.
That's true.
And you can donate to our Patreon, Non-Productive.com. And you can follow me on all the social medias at Darren Credible. That's DARIN Credible.
And you can follow me on all the social medias at Trumbull Comic. That's TRUMBULL and the word comic. That's where you can find me. You can find me on Blue Sky and Letterboxd, and I write up reviews of movies, and I say stuff like this, and I may compose a review of Orange County for my Letterboxd thing too, and include a nice little link back to us.
Ooh la la! And
so it's a circle of life.
Circle of life.
So next week, we were going to continue in this vein of back to school. But then unfortunately this unexpected event happened. The great Robert Redford passed away this week. So very sorry to hear that. How old was he? He was like in his 80s, I think, right?
He was late 80s, I believe.
Yeah, I think he might have been as old as 89. I don't have his age right in front of me, but one of the all-time great movie stars.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at his filmography is just like it's the stuff of stars. I mean, of course, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, which I got a copy of on Blu-ray, like just literally like the day before he died.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, The Sting, All the President's Men,
Barefoot in the Park.
Yeah.
The Candidate.
Great movie.
Jeremiah Johnson, which has that GIF that everybody thinks is Zach Galifianakis in it.
Yes. I still haven't seen Jeremiah Johnson. I gotta check that out.
See what else we got. Out of Africa, The Way We Were. Great Gatsby.
Yeah. And then his career as a director too. He did Ordinary People, A River Runs Through It, Quiz Show. I mean, just amazing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the younger people will know him as Alexander Pierce in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. But he's had. I mean, before that, he
had an amazing career well before the MCU. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, he was basically slumming by doing the MCU.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he appreciated the chance to do something like outside the norm a little bit, but
yeah.
So yeah, as we often do when somebody of significance passes away, we rack our brains and we think, oh gee, did they ever host SNL? Did they ever do a movie with an SNL alum? And it took me a little while to realize this because I was like going through his IMDb, and then I finally hit on like, oh yeah, he did Sneakers with Dan Aykroyd in '92. So
I mean, unfortunately, he never hosted SNL.
No.
So we're gonna talk about Sneakers, the movie from 1992, which I remember. I'm pretty sure I saw this in the theaters as a kid. Mm-hmm. So, and I remember really liking it. So it'll be good to revisit this and see if it still holds up. And
I'm looking forward to checking it out because although I've heard nothing but good things about Sneakers over the years, it's one of those movies I've just never gotten around to seeing. But I know it's kind of like this beloved cult film.
Yeah.
And people, like when you bring up Sneakers, people are like, oh, you got to see Sneakers. And so I don't doubt it's great and it's fun and it's a good time. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. I have not seen it until now. So I'm going to be coming to it fresh.
Yeah. It's weird because like it is a movie because like from what I remember, it's a movie that's really good, but I don't think it blew up quite as big as it should have, but it has a huge cult following, and it's like a movie people don't really talk about anymore or really remember.
It's fallen down the memory hole a little bit, I think. So
I mean, which is weird because its cast list is bananas because it has Robert Redford, got Dan Aykroyd, our SNL connection,
right?
Got Ben Kingsley, you got
wow,
you got River Phoenix before he passed away, you got Sidney Poitier, you got David Strathairn, you got Mary McDonnell. It's got some heavy hitters in this thing.
This sounds like the cast of like this Oscar bait movie.
It really does.
and yet it's this light comedy. And they play like computer hackers, I believe. So
yeah. So it's like kind of a Ocean 11, but for hackers, computer hackers.
Okay, that's great. I love a good heist film, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. So
yeah, and it was written and directed by the same guy that did Field of Dreams, Phil Alden Robinson. So
wow, okay.
You'd think with all of this it would be more well known or more beloved, but I don't know why it's not.
I don't know. Well, we'll get to the bottom of this next week on the SNL Nerds, and please join us and check out Sneakers. So that'll be next week. So I think we're gonna have fun with that. And please, if you have any memories or opinions on Sneakers, let us know on the Blue Sky profile at SNL Nerds.
Yeah, sneak in to our Blue Sky and let us know about Sneakers.
Yes. Well done, sir. See what you did there.
Boom.
All right. But Sneakers is going to be next week. But until then, nerds out.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.